Hello everybody, this is Bob Catley. You're listening to Underkill TV, or even watching Underkill TV.
Welcome to Underkill TV. We're joined by the one and only Bob Catley and Magnum. Bob, welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome to Wales and welcome to Hard Rock Hell.
Oh, thank you very much. It's lovely to be here. Yeah, first time we played here, so great stuff.
And also headlining as well.
Yeah, it's nice to be headlining, and first time in Pontins. Played in North Wales a few times over the years, Colwyn Bay Pier and Rill and places, but never in Prestatyn, so it's a new one. So I think it's sold out, so it should be brilliant tonight. Yeah.
We were just talking about this to a lot of the bands today. What are your views on this sort of festival, with the idea, the concept of it? You know, everybody staying in their own chalets and everything like that, and keeping it sort of small, but you know.
I don't know. We're not staying in a chalet. We're on a bus.
Oh, you're on the tube.
So it don't affect us.
What do you think, though, as an idea from a fan's point of view? Would you say
brilliant for the fans? Yeah, come down, make a whole weekend of it. I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah, it must be great. Yeah, if I was not in a band and I was into bands, I'd definitely be here. Absolutely, yeah. Especially to see me. That's a joke. Right.
And you guys got it's all right, isn't it? Yeah. And you got a new album out, which is called The Visitation. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Oh, The Visitation, that came out in January. Yeah. And we did a 2-month tour, March and April, on the back of that. And it sold a lot of copies, went down well, sold out of records in the shops, and seems to be working well for us now. We get a lot of younger people coming to see us, as well as their old and trusted fans.
That's one thing I noticed today. There was a couple of people walking around, and they were wearing, like, you know, some of the younger generation with Magnum shirts on, which is really nice to see.
Really, yeah, it's good for my heart and soul. You know, it's wonderful. See, it's like Iron Maiden. I've got a whole new audience, generation. Sorry, and it's happening to us as well. It's brilliant, and I think bands like us who've been going this long need some new blood to come and see us. Otherwise, we just sort of fade away. You know,
that's one thing I was going to ask you. But like you said about Magnum sort of standing the test of time, and there seems to be a massive demand for Magnum again now. I mean, like last year you done the High Voltage Festival and went down really, really well. The reviews were really good of that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's down to the music and the love of the music by the fans and the band and the relationship we have with the fans, and that counts a lot for people, I think. Yeah. You know, we're very available and open with people. And we love being on the stage, love doing festivals, being in the studio. It's what life is all about for me and Tony and the band, you know. So it's something that it's a vocation. Yeah. It's not a job, you know. It's great. And as I say, we got this Evolution album out now. Yeah. Which is a remix compilation album. We didn't just want to put out another compilation. Oh, here we go again. So we remixed the whole thing and re-recorded the guitars and brand new guitars, brand new bass. Harry on the drums on all the tracks because he wasn't there on half of them. So and 2 new songs. One which we're playing tonight called The Fall. And so it's something nice for Christmas, and it's not just another quick rubbish compilation. You know, it's like a proper rock album, and the songs sound quite different. You know, but the same songs, but we've touched them up a bit. You know. Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing. A lot of people wonder when bands sort of re-record stuff. Especially with the technology that you didn't have sort of 20 to 30 years ago.
I mean, this album is the last 10 years on SPV Records, 5 albums, starting with Breath of Life. 10 years ago, if we didn't have the toys or the gimmicks or anything, you know, technology wasn't there. Not like now. So now it's a real pleasure to record, and you can try anything. If it don't work, at least you can give it the time to develop. And with the technology, and it spurs you on, you know. Yeah. Instead of, well, that don't sound very good, does it? Rewind the tape. The old days. So it's a real pleasure. It's a lot easier to record now, and it instills more confidence in the band and Tony, the songwriter. And you come up with a better album every time now. Yeah. So I'm all for studio. I used to hate being in the studio.
That was my next sort of question. I was going to.
Yeah, it's great.
That was my next question. What I was going to ask you. It's all right.
Being ahead, aren't I? Yeah.
Have you seen these questions?
No. Stop me, because I just keep talking.
That's all right. I mean, but I was going to ask you, with the way the music industry's moved over the sort of last 20 years, with now you've got like the download generation, would you say Magnum are all sort of for that, to go in that direction as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The only thing with us and bands who spend a lot of time and money recording an album is you hate to see it being downloaded for zero.
Yeah,
for nothing, because
yeah.
that's like, oh, come on. You know, what am I bothering?
Yeah.
But the way it's downloaded now and people pay, and we're on YouTube, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm all for downloading now. Now
Yeah.
it's done properly. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
That was my only objection to it. But yeah, it'll be download chart and everything. It's all real, and it's another sale, and that's all we care about, really.
And you can get the new album obviously through iTunes and all the various downloads.
Exactly, yes. So I'm really au fait with it. I'm really good with it. You know, it's fair to the band, it's fair to the fans, and it works really well now. You know, we didn't want like record companies going out of business and record shops going out of business through all this, but it doesn't seem to be happening. So it's all calmed down, and it's all the old school people are quite okay with the new stuff going on. You know, including myself. Yeah. But it takes a bit of time to get used to it. Oh, you know. But it's wonderful. I'm all for it. Yeah.
And another thing I meant to ask you about the about the way the music industry's changed. So I mean, you guys split up. Was it sort of the early '90s, wasn't it? You guys.
Yeah, you had to mention that, didn't you?
But I mean, the grunge scene was sort of big then, and grunge sort of affected a lot of it.
Yes, I mean it was different styles of music, and our music was in a kind of a dip, and it was getting hard work to keep that monster machine rolling. You know, with the interest declining from the media and the record companies and the people that you need to help push you along up the hill, you know. So we couldn't sustain the band anymore, so we had to break up. But we soon got back together in 2001 or 2, I think. So.
I think the first time I saw you guys when you were back together was in TJ's in Newport, and you had Tyler from the Dogs D'Amour supporting you guys.
Yeah, he's from Wolverhampton. Yeah. He lives in Spain now, I think Barcelona somewhere. And he's a great guy, and we just wanted... What we wanted was a cheap support band. It was our first comeback, so like, who can we afford? You know, we had, Tyler will do it. He's cheap, and he went down. Sorry, Tyler. And he was great. He did a real good opening act for us. You know, real comedian but serious as well, and a bit of Elvis. And I thought he was very good, very good.
But when you guys reformed, it was sort of though the music. It wasn't as if you reformed because the music industry had come full circle. I mean, you guys reformed obviously because you wanted to reform, and it wasn't like you were jumping on any sort of bandwagons. But since you've reformed, I feel
our own bandwagon. People jump on our bandwagon, mate. You know.
But since you reformed, the music industry has gone even more back towards it was sort of in the 80s. Would you agree with that, Bob?
Well, I think some bands saw us get back together. Thought, right, we'll have a go at that. Yeah. It's working for them, and a lot of bands have got back together, and it is working better now. There was a duff period in the 90s. Everybody would agree with that, rock-wise. Yeah. It was all this silly stuff going on. I don't know what it was, but it's all come back now. The classic rock is back, and we're a classic rock band. I'm proud of it, and we're back for good now. And a lot of other bands, and it's better for the fans, and it's great. Rock music's back. Proper rock music's wonderful, isn't it? You know. Great, I love it. Yeah.
And what's the plans for 2012? And Bob, what can you expect for 2012?
I'll have a lie down when I get home. Yeah, have Christmas off. 2012 is going to be a recording year, brand new album, and we're hoping to do lots of festivals. Really? Or even some festivals. There'll be a few festivals coming up for us, hopefully, in between the recording. So that's the year really. And then that will probably come out in January or the spring, early spring 2013, with a full-on tour to follow that. Yeah, and that's as far as I can see ahead.
Well, brilliant. Is there anybody? Do you get a chance to see any of the bands? Is anybody you may be able to?
What chance do I get doing this? You're one of 11.
Never.
Yeah, so I got no chance to see anything. Then it's dinner time. Then it's you're on in half an hour, and you don't get. There's no time. I'd love to, but you hear it in the background, but just a rumble. You can't tell who it is. You know? So sorry, guys, I ain't got time to do it.
Well, Bob, thank you very, very, very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you and talk about Magnum. We look forward to seeing you tonight. What time are you guys on?
9:15.
9:15. And are you doing an hour and a half?
Hour and a quarter.
Hour and a quarter. Brilliant. We look forward to seeing that.
The short show. unfortunately, but there's a couple of bands on after us.
Yeah.
We're headlining it, but we wanted to come in about 9:15 when everybody's still fresh, the ears and everything, and the brains are happening still. Not what day is it, you know? So we pulled ourselves forward, but it's the full production and all thing. We've got it only 2 hours and a quarter, so it's a compact show. It's all compacted. Yeah.
So it's going to be sort of some of the old, some of the new.
Some of the new, and a brand new song called The Fall. Yeah, off the Evolution album. Yeah, nice Christmas present, stocking filler.
Yeah. And if you want to get that, you can order it online at this website here, on the band's website.
Yeah.
Just for there. Well, Bob, thank you.
The band's website.
It is there. Just for there, look. There. And it will be there when we do the interview.
MagnumOnline.co.uk.
Brilliant. Bob, thank you very, very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure listening to you. And we look forward to seeing you in 2012 and look forward to a new studio album in 2013.
Brilliant. Cheers, people.
Thank you.